Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen, and I believe very much in dragons. And ever since the beginning of my path, I wasn't always a follower of the dragon. I used to be an atheist. I didn't believe in anything, actually, that is supernatural, or spirits, or gods at all. But I encountered a dragon whenever I was 18 years old. It's almost now 17 years ago, ever since I first saw and experienced the dragon. And my dragon by my side, still by my side, here in this forest. My dragon is here with me, and I have to say, I enjoy every second of it that my dragon is here. Before I followed the dragon, I was, like I said, an atheist. I didn't believe in anything. And before that, I used to be a devoted Catholic. Whenever I was living with my parents, I have to say that I was a servant of the church and I was raised by nuns. Really, I was raised by nuns. And I have to say that I was really devoted because ever since the first day of my life, I was already hearing you have to obey this, you have to obey this God, you have to obey Jesus, you have to obey that. I did so because actually I was very much afraid of what they said about hell and eternal damnation and fire and brimstone, and if I don't follow this God. And I said, okay, I follow him, no problem. But ever since I was older, I said, this is not true because I never experienced a God like this. I never experienced that, and I was more in the idea seeing is believing, and I never saw it, so I ditched this God. I only was afraid of it, so I ditched it. I don't want it. And ever since my 18th birthday, well, what do you know? I was really just, I was experiencing it. I was experiencing my dragon. It's a dragon on my 18th birthday, on November 28th, stood before me. The dragon stood before me, and I was falling on my knees ever since I saw my dragon. And this was something that I cannot describe, the feeling that I had, the whirlpool of emotions. Everything was just twitching and turning, and really, I didn't know what was going on, but I saw a dragon, and this dragon was connecting to me. And I don't know what it was, but there was something inside of me that was reaching out for this dragon, and my entire body was just falling down because I felt a God, like something like a God that was stood before me. And yet I was so connected to this God, that the only thing that I could describe my dragon as pure, so pure, that I could say and shout to the entire world, I've seen God, and God is a dragon. But yet this is only one of the children of the gods. And little did I know that there are some people in this world that are also children of God, of the gods, for four elements, the elements of nature: water, earth, fire, and earth, water, earth, fire, air. So that for each one of them there is a god, the dragon god, and this dragon god had children, and a lot of children, and these children are reincarnated, living in the dragon realm, are always on travel, and so the entire universes are filled with dragon spirits. But here on earth they have to be physical, and that cannot longer be possible, and sometimes they come back inside of us, and you don't know about that because you are not raised by someone that is saying to you, it's about this, it's about that, the dragon is a god, or the dragon doesn't want you to bow down, the dragon is actually a part of you, the dragon is, no, you are raised by the idea that the dragon is not real, a fantasy tale, or even bad, or even non-existent. It's just you are pulled away from the actual truth that the dragon is a part of you. The dragon is a part of what you are and who you are. The dragon lives here inside of the skin that is allowed here, but your spirit is entirely different. And that is why it was reaching out for the dragon, because it was connected to it. It was connected to my dragon, and that is why I thought it was pure. Whenever humans are connecting with the dragon, whenever real humans, I mean, with a human spirit and all, whenever they are connecting to the dragon, they have an entire different idea of what the dragon is. They might even be afraid of the dragon, but I was not. I even gave my body and soul to the dragon. And we all have a different path. I cannot say how your path is going. My path started there, actively. Because when you are born, actually, your path is starting. But when you are connected to the dragon, when the dragon has touched you, whenever you are sensitive on your body, your entire path begins actively. So you know that the dragon is there. You finally know. And you don't need priests. You don't need anyone. The only thing that you need to know, the only thing that you need to know is your dragon is real. Your dragon is with you. And actually, it's up to you. Your dragon is real. The dragon is with you. And that is the only thing that you need. What are you doing? Are you willing to do? Are you doing the same thing? Reaching out. Most of the time this will happen because your spirit cannot lie. Your spirit will eventually reach out for it. And that is why I don't understand why all these religions want us so hard to get them, to have them in their power, in their possession, to say, yeah, follow Jesus because it's needed. In my entire life, they said it, follow Jesus. And now that I don't follow Jesus, they all the same, oh, it's bad, it's evil. But when they don't know anything about the dragon, they don't know anything. Why? Who are they to judge? No one is able to judge. I mean, no one should judge this because they don't know the dragon. They don't even know what they are following. The thing is, even to this day, I still have to follow Jesus because I follow Satan. And that is why I said no, it's not. Humans are no gods. Human faces are no gods. This Jesus was just a man. Muhammad is just a man. And all these gods that humans are worshipping are just a man. Not even a woman. Sometimes a woman in ancient Egypt, but it's just a man. Odin is just a man. Zeus is just a man. Why can't it be? I mean, it's more sense. It gives more sense when you say that a face like this is more godlike than a face of a human. That is why I sometimes feel ashamed in front of the dragon to be this human. That is the reason why I still bow down every night out of shame, even though the dragon said, don't do it, you are one of us. But yet I still have the shame over me. that is what the dragon is. And even if you have doubt, even when you say, I don't have experience with the dragon, I never really had experience with the dragon, but I do love the dragon. Well, you have to know something. True gods don't need worship. True gods don't need prayers. True gods don't need that you do like this for them, because this is giving energy to what you are connecting with. This entire Jesus God or Mohammed God or Abrahamic God or whatever God humans are worshipping, they are always doing like this, like, oh, give me heaven, give me paradise. When you have fancy words by saying, if you give enough prayers, you go to paradise. Well, the dragon gods, they don't need all of these prayers, because this is giving energy to false gods. Because only false gods and spirits actually who requires energy or prayers or that you obey them, this is giving energy to them. A lot of it. That I don't say that I don't believe in the Christian God, because when you are giving enough energy to something, then it becomes real. And that is what I experienced as well. This entire world for millennia, the entire humanity, this human world, when this spirit was just so small, and whenever with millions over decades, they always said, yeah, give me paradise, give me prayers, it gives energy to something weak, and it becomes strong, it becomes existent. That is what dragon gods don't need. They are already powerful. They are already everywhere. And what the dragon gods are is nature. Its nature is everywhere. Nature decides. Without nature, nothing lives. Four elements, four gods, four energies, four powers. Of course, a lot of people don't accept the fact that nature is God because they need a guy in the sky that is just saying everything. But it's in fact the dragons. All of the dragons are children of gods. All of the children of the four elemental gods, and one of these gods is living inside. So what do you actually think about the dragon's path? That the dragon's path don't need priests. The dragon's path don't need explanation. The only thing that you need is to explain it and explore it for yourself, because your path is so unique. Your path, whenever you know where your dragon is going, where my dragon is going, I cannot say that this is going to do the same direction as you. For example, I don't eat meat. That doesn't mean that you have to do the same. It's just my path. It's just what I feel. It's just what I feel what I have to do. And that is up to you, of course, to decide what you have to do. This is your entire path. This is not religion. This is not where that's established where you have to go. It's up to you where you have to go. It's following your dragon. That is just the meaning of the follower of the dragon. You follow your own shadow. Leviathan is our shadow. The dragon gods are our shadow. It's just we follow our shadow. We follow the dragon by our side. My dragon is here with me. My dragon is by my side always, and I always follow the dragon simply because my spirit is always reaching out for my dragon, and I accept it because this is the reality. This is who I am. This is what we are. This is just the reason why we don't need priests. All of these religions, yeah, come to us because we are telling the truth. Well, no! The only true truth that you have is the truth that what you think, what you believe is true. And that is what I did as well. No one had to tell me about the dragon. The dragon came by itself. True gods let themselves be known without the words of God. The only thing that I can say to you, the dragon is real, by your side. What are you going to do? What is your spirit doing? Is your spirit also reaching out for your dragon? It might be so. And so, all of these false or gods or spirits, they always ask prayer. But that is not what you have to do with the dragon. The only thing that you can do with dragon is to talk with them. I talk with my dragon all the time, out loud, just talking with them, making me feel comfortable whenever I go to sleep. Just before I go to sleep, I talk with my dragon. I talk with my dragon all the time. I just see it as a companion of life. See my dragon as a companion that just goes with me all the time. Sometimes lesser strong, sometimes stronger than ever. I mean, in these times of year, stronger than ever. But in fact, the dragon will never leave you by your side. Even when you feel your dragon less, that is our greatest fear. Will our dragon leave us? Can our dragon leave us? Well, your dragon didn't leave you ever since the beginning of your birth until the day you die. The thing is, sometimes they can become lesser strong because the dragon is a resident of the dragon realm, of a dimension of where the dragon belongs. And sometimes they need to do very hard. They try so hard to be by your side, to be here in spirit, but yet they are home in a different place. So it's sometimes difficult for them. It depends as well on the energy of this earth. It depends on what time of year it is. It depends on what kind of a full moon it is. It depends on everything. I mean, the energy is always shifting, always changing, and it really depends on that, as well as how much effort that you are doing on connecting with the dragon. I mean, sometimes you just have a busy life and you just forget how to connect with your dragon in rituals and things like this, that sometimes the dragon becomes much more lesser feelable. And it can be, of course, but there is something that you have to know. Your dragon will never leave you behind. The dragon knows that you are connecting with them. The dragon knows much more about you that you know from yourself.